Hey everyone, second year anniversary, and that means more commentaries. Once again, I am joined by Jesse.
Hello.
And sadly, Brandon could not join us this year, but I am joined by JCTheDawn, voice of Pyrrha.
Yo.
LillyLeafVA, voice of Cinder.
Hey.
And DoktorApplejuce, voice of Port.
You can glitter your sprinkles, but you can't sprinkle your glitters.
Now, this seems like an appropriate video to start on this second year anniversary commentaries because this actually is my first year anniversary special. That was 4 months late. Now, this video is also special for another reason that even now I'm pretty sure this is the single longest I've ever taken to make a video. 6 months this video was in production.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, DoktorApplejuce is also an abridger, so he knows the pain. So, this video also confused a lot of people on what exactly it was. So, let me explain. This is a character swap video. What the concept of this video is I thought, how would RWBY Abridged have gone if this character had this other character's personality, and the other one, and like the two personalities just switched? And I just did that for all the characters, like RWBY switch with Yang, Weiss to switch with Blake, etc., etc. I was thinking of just having the character personality switch and not the voices, but I felt like that would confuse people even more because with only a few videos of RWBY Abridged, I haven't fully developed all of the characters' personalities to the point where you can figure out who's who just by how they talk. Now, this is Lily's second role as Cinder in RWBY Abridged, and she plays Glinda. And I should probably explain that. All the other voice swaps are 2 and 2, like Yang is swapped with RWBY, RWBY swapped with Yang. Blake is swapped with Weiss, Weiss is swapped with Blake. But the thing with Cinder, Glinda, and the Old Man is that's a 3-way switch. The Old Man was Glinda, Glinda is Cinder, and Cinder is the Old Man. So, and that's Cinder/Glinda's only line in this special. But I feel like I should admit something that originally Glinda actually had a few more lines throughout this episode. Once was during Ozpin's speech right there that I don't remember what the line was, I just remember it was cut out. And another line was when RWBY was eating cookies, where she says, "Sorry about your car, but thanks for the cookies." Glinda was supposed to say, "Oh, I'm sure you're used to having strangers fill up your mouth." And RWBY was just supposed to pause and be like, "My sister would like you." Because that's something RWBY would say. And, sorry, I'm kind of going on a tangent right now because I have a lot to say about this.
God, how dare you put commentary in this commentary video?
No, I mean, like, I wanted to talk about Chibi Yang earlier back there, but I went on such a long tangent that I forgot to. That was, I know in the credits it's credited as being drawn by Raxtilt. But the thing is, the original tracing of Chibi Yang was actually done by Dream of Serenity, who is the voice of RWBY in the other RWBY Abridged series run by Stormy Copa and Indie Revolution. And she was very kind to actually, I gave her the Chibi RWBY PNG, and I gave her a picture of Yang, a side view, and she was kind enough to actually, like, trace it out for me. The problem is that after it was all traced, she couldn't color it in because her coloring tablet, like the little stick thing that you use to trace, actually broke. So she wasn't able to color it in. So she passed it off to her friend. What?
You mean her tablet pen?
Yeah, that thing. So she handed it off to her friend Raxtilt, who finished the coloring, and I actually asked Dream of Serenity if she wanted to be credited along in the credits, and she said, "No, you can go ahead and give it to Raxtilt because she actually did most of the work." But I felt like it was important for everyone to know that Dream of Serenity had a big part in doing that Chibi Yang thing, and I'll make sure to put just the full picture of Chibi Yang at the end of the video because it is so beautiful and it deserved way more than the 2 seconds of screen time it got in this video.
I like how you also said she's the voice of Ruby in the other RWBY Abridged, as if there's only one other. There's only two guys.
The other.
It's like, there's only two Naruto Abridges.
Well, I know there's a billion RWBY Abridges, but it's like, theirs is the most popular. Also, like, that's the, I met her through RWBY Abridged. Their RWBY Abridged series. Yeah, I'm good friends with the other RWBY Abridged guys. They're very sweet. I've been talking this whole time, but it's just like, this video has so many things that happened during production.
Yeah, this seems about right for me.
I'll be honest, this is my first time seeing this video.
Not as threatening as they really should be. Did she write that?
I know I've probably seen all the others that we're gonna be doing the commentary on. But
You have.
I'm like taking the time to like actually watch this for the first time.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, isn't it? It switches from, like, slow, regular, just, like, standing around talking comedy to super fast-paced DBZ Kai abridged wackiness. That's why at the end, which I'll get to the ending in a second because we're almost there, that's why, well, it's about to happen, so I'll just talk about it there, because if the rest of the video confused people, then the ending just that's nothing compared to how confused they were at the ending. So I should definitely explain that too.
You deserve it, Ruby. I take back everything bad I said about you. You have earned Ice Girl's respect. We are now friends.
By the way, what's Blake's nickname from Port? People were asking in the comments, and I want to know.
I couldn't come up with one. I like the people who suggested her name was Licorice.
Can it be Burnt Hot Dog?
Oh, God.
Should I ask why?
Because it's something different.
Why not Oreo?
Ruby,
Yeah?
why did you describe my voice as
I like Oreo.
falsetto?
Yeah, okay, this
Okay.
is confusing me.
Now,
Not gonna lie.
this ending. Okay, a lot of people were confused by this ending. So, this is the Ruby and Blake from the other abridged series that I just mentioned. They're the same
Okay.
voice actors, and this is actually supposed to be their characters. The reason I came up with this ending was because while I was writing the script for this anniversary special, I realized that all the character swaps I did made the characters eerily similar to the characters in his abridged series. By switching Yang with Ruby, Ruby became an idiot. By switching, like, Nora with Jean, Nora became, like, factuated with Ren. By switching Osbin with Roman, Osbin became this evil psychopath. And I just realized how similar the characters were, so I just thought, what if this is just... Because the Ruby in their abridged series actually writes fan fiction, so I thought, what if, like, she's just writing a fan fiction about all their time in Beacon, and, like, this video is just what she wrote, because the characters are already similar. So that's where this idea came in.
Fan theory. One of the fan fictions that she writes is actually your abridged series.
Genius.
Yeah, that's why everyone was asking if I was going to do another one of these, which I can't because of that ending. Like, if I did another one, it would just sort of ruin the joke. So this, probably my weirdest video I've ever made, but dog, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go back and watch later, because obviously the commentary over top of it, but it was a lot happening at once. Like, there's small details that you're going to miss.
Yeah. A lot of people really loved Nora as Jean.
That worked too well. I'm not gonna lie. Jean as Nora, that just worked too well.
Yeah, and Ren as Kira.
Boy, let me talk about that for like 2 seconds. So,
Gladly. I haven't shut up for the past 10 minutes.
Fun fact, I recorded those lines specifically, you know, basically being sexually harassed the whole time by Nora in my dorm room. And you can imagine these are not very thin, like, these are not very thick walls. So I lived next to people who were my friends and listened to me record because they're like, oh, it's so nice to hear you do things. They're very supportive people. But I got questions later. I got a lot of questions. Because lot of the lines required me to scream. And I have people who will knock on my door if I'm recording something concerning and ask me, "Are you okay? Are you going through some stuff? Do you need help?" And I'm
Who's
just
been touching you?
Fine or something.
I do! That's the thing! I have a whiteboard and I always put, "Do not disturb, I am recording" on it, and people ignore it. I don't know if they can't read, or...
I'm glad I didn't make you shout the riding snake line.
I still had to say that pretty loud.
Oh, wow.
And I had to make sure with John being Ren, I wanted to bring in the whole Blake and Ren have like this stupid little rivalry that I did in episode 5. Because I like that idea and I want to continue that, but the problem is I don't know if those two are in the same room again for like the rest of the series.
I mean, you could have them write passive-aggressive notes to each other.
I like that.
Just passive aggressive note.
They just, yeah. You know, Blake's inner journal, and there's just a note taped in there by Ren.
Maybe Blake's isn't even passive at all. It's just aggressive.
No.
Like, stay out of my
Blake's
shit,
passive in
signed
general.
cat girl.
Ren tries to be polite, and Blake's just like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, just like Ren's, like long-winded, almost like a letter of just insulting Blake, and then it's just Blake, eat a dick.
School bulletin board.
It's not even filled with actual useful things. It's just shit.